Hi, it's me again with Corel tips and tricks. Somebody sent me somebody else's video, and there's no talking, and they can't understand a few steps. So I'm stealing this from somebody else's idea, but it's a great idea, and it goes along with my geometric pattern. So we're just going to kind of start over. You want that right there. So I'm just going to move these out of the way. I want a square, doesn't matter what size. I put indexing lines in the center of the page. If you get your four-sided cross, you can have it snap right there. Now I want a line, a 2-point line from there to there, and then a line somewhere. Let's make a line like that tall, and then make a triangle. So this is our parameter that we can draw in. So we're going to draw the center part first. It's pretty unique, and the gentleman that does it does a great job, but he doesn't talk, and it is a little bit, and I just saw that I don't have that on that edge, so I'm going to take my shape tool and grab that and have it snap to that. I'm actually going to go ahead and cut this away so I won't forget it. And then you've got an area up here to draw in, and I'm not much of a graphic artist, but I'm going to grab my 3-point curve line. Matter of fact, let's bring this one in kind of. I'm just going to copy it again. I'm going to take my 3-point curve line. I find is the best thing to do. And I'm going to start about right there. I'm going to go all the way to there. And then I'm going to put a little curve to it. And then I'm going to go like right here and put a little curve to it. It might not be enough. So we're going to get our shape tool and put a little more curve to it. Try to make it somewhat even. I'm actually going to come in here a little bit. I want to try to stay off that line. And then just take your 3-point curve line again and go up here. And then if you will hold down the control button, it'll kind of give you that arch. Then you kind of come over here, control button, get you that arch. And then I would just go straight up there. So that, well, matter of fact, we can have a little bit of a curve to it. Well, I actually need to go, no, that's what I want. I didn't think about it. So we can test this out, see what it looks like by taking the Smart Fill tool, and let's fill that in. Well, I need to cut one more line. You could always just put another one, but might as well cut this line. And I've got a little bit of a rough spot there I don't like. So I'm going to get my shape tool and maybe give it a little bit, make it look more evenly. Now let's get the Smart Fill tool and make that. I don't like that sharp point right there. So let's cut that line away, and let's take the 3-point curve line again. I was thinking about out here, but if we go like right there, and maybe we'll even, let's stay on the outside. That'll be okay. And then it's always going to look different when you fill it in, but that looks quite good. Now on this side, we're going to take our 3-point curve line, and remember, you know what? I'm going to take the color away from this for a second. And I'm going to just kind of draw in this area, but stay away from this line. This 45 is going to be important when we do this. So I'm going to actually use the freehand tool. I'm going to go like right there. And I've got my freehand tool set on 100, and I'll show you that in just a second. And I don't like that. But let's take the shape tool. Let's knock out some nodes, make it a little smoother. And let's take this and kind of do like that. You could also, I think the gentleman that did the video actually makes a circle in there, but to each his own. Then I'm going to take an ellipse, and I'm going to put it like right, you know what, I'm going to put it like right there. But I'm going to take my shape tool on this part and just kind of put it like right there, maybe give it a little bit of a curve. Now what I'm going to do is I can go ahead and take away all these lines because I'm in the parameter. Well, you know what? I'm going to keep that one because I'm going to select all these. I don't like that whatsoever, but it'll work. And I'm going to go like 24 points. Yeah, I don't like that at all. So I'm going to, and you see I've got a bad node there, but we're going to fix that in just a second. I really don't want to have it cross like that. So the circle aspect might be the best. That'll work. Now, this bad node right here won't really matter, but what it is, I'm not really going to say it's a bad node. We're going to change that anyway. So now what I'm going to do is take those lines that we created and go up to object and convert the outline to an object. See, there was that bad node. Left click, right click, and only have to cut away a few lines. I'm going to go ahead and cut away this line and this line and this line because I want it all flow together. And we'll go ahead and cut this and this, but we need to cut this. So now that's going to be all one piece. So if we take our Smart Fill tool, and I would strongly suggest you nudge that out of the way and just get rid of all this and nudge this right back. And then I'm going to go ahead and move this out of the way. And we're going to, because it's a Smart Fill, we don't have to do anything to it. It's all one piece. I'm going to Control D and make a duplicate. While holding down the control button, I'm going to mirror it. Look at that shape. Now I'm going to, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to left click, right click, and I'm going to weld this, and that'll get rid of that, hopefully that center line, which it did. Control G to group, Control D to duplicate, Alternate C to have it rotate from the center, and I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees. Look at that. That fast. Take all that and weld it, gets rid of all that line. I'm going to get rid of my indexing lines. And you can see how, you know, your circle or whatever really doesn't matter. Let's fill it in with something other than black. That's pretty cool and pretty easy. And then if you wanted to, you could continue making them. Let me make a duplicate of that, move it over. Let me go ahead. So just maybe take a screenshot of that right there. Doesn't really matter, just you need to stay out of this area. Because if you don't stay out of that area, they're going to link together. Now we could take this and left click, right click. I don't know the distance, but let's say just for grins, let's just try this. I want to take from that point to that point is huge, 24.51. That'll get us close. I'm going to go ahead and delete that. I'm going to change my nudge factor to 24.51. And I'm going to Control D and make a duplicate. And you get that right there. Now it's a little bit into the other parts. So we can move it somewhat. You get that shape. And then when we, you know what, we'll just go ahead and make another one. And while it's kind of grouped together, of course, you'd want to do this more evenly. But now I'm going to take all these and weld them. And look at that. And see, I'm off on that one a little bit, but then all you have to do is go down, Control D, move that down, and you could leave it like that, but you could just nudge it up a little bit. They don't have, you know, if you're going to do it perfectly, then you want to do it perfectly, but for the video, that's good enough. Anyway, pretty cool little, and then you could still put stuff in here. Anyway, hope that helped a little bit. Thank you for watching and answered his question.